Hello everyone, welcome you all on College Dekho channel. I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to start with some introduction point of a supply. So before going to start with that session, first of all I want to introduce about something in terms of the College Dekho. So this is a proper online platform for you guys and you may take the online classes with the respective faculties and all the details and all the inquiries or any of your queries in respect of the upcoming classes and the course structure, you may click on the description box to know the further. So there is a fill form. You may fill the Google form. Plus, you may talk with a respective number also in terms of your any queries. So ट्रांसलेटिंग सेम इन द हिंदी दैट कि कॉलेज देखो पे आप अपनी क्लासेस ले सकते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ द विच एवर द कोर्स यू आर परसुइंग. सो वी आर हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ कोर्स स्ट्रक्चर आपके कोर्स से रिलेटेड एंड आप लोग गूगल फॉर्म भर सकते हो. उसके लिए डिस्क्रिप्शन में पूरी डिटेल दी हुई है, आप वो फॉर्म भर सकते हैं. एंड उसके साथ साथ आपको वहाँ पे इंक्वायरीज नंबर भी दिए गए हैं, तो आप वहाँ पे कॉल करके इंक्वायरीज भी कर सकते हैं. So coming today with a topic that is introduction of supply, introduction to supply. So what is the supply? Same the session in terms of a demand हमने कल लिया था आप लोगों के साथ. डिमांड के अंदर हमने बात करी थी अबाउट द डिमांड इन टर्म्स ऑफ कि जैसे डिमांड कैसे आती है, कैसे डिमांड बनती है, कैसे बाय होता है, डिमांड और परचेज में क्या डिफरेंस होता है, ये सब चीजें हम लोग ले चुके हैं. सो अगेन आज हम लोग थोड़ा सा उसको ऑल्टरनेट वे में लेंगे इन टर्म्स ऑफ द इंट्रोडक्शन टू सप्लाई. तो आई थिंक आप लोगों को कॉलेज देखो का कंसेप्ट समझ में आ गया होगा. और उसके अलावा भी अभी भी कोई इंक्वायरीज वगैरह रहती है, कोई क्वेरीज है, तो आप लोग रिस्पेक्टिव नंबर से पूछ लीजिएगा. So my name is Shweta Luya and I'm a CS qualified. Today I'm taking your session on the microeconomics and the topic is the introduction to supply. Yesterday I took the session on the introduction to demand in which we learn about the demand. What is actual demand? Okay, so now today we are going to start with the introduction to supply. So let's have a supply structure. So topic is the introduction to supply. Likewise, in a term of a demand, we think as per the customer or a consumer or a buyer point of view. So in a supply, we are not partial. In a supply, we think and we view as a supplier point of view. What is the supplier point of view? Like in demand, we think about that as we are a customer, so we need to say like we need more and more things in a less price because we want to expense or we want to expend less. We need a consumer surplus. We want less to spend and more to get. So when the supplier think today, we as a supplier that we are giving something to the others. So in the supplier case, what we need a profit. And when we get more profit, when we supply more and more, more and more, more and more, and in return we are getting more price, more price, more price. Simple सा concept है. अगर आज मैं सप्लाई करने लग रही हूं, that means मुझे आज सप्लाई करना है, तो मैं चाहती हूं कि भैया मुझे क्या हो, प्रॉफिट हो. और मुझे प्रॉफिट कब होगा, जब मैं ज्यादा प्राइस पे ज्यादा चीजें सेल करूंगी. जनरल सा रूल है. डिमांड में क्या था, भैया मैं पैसा खर्च करने को तैयार हूं लेकिन मुझे कम पैसों में ज्यादा सामान चाहिए क्योंकि मैं कंज्यूमर हूं. मैं खर्चा कम करूंगी. बट इन अ सप्लाई, व्हाट आई वांट, मैं चाहती हूँ मैं इतना सेल करूँ अपना सामान, इतना सामान सेल करूँ कि उसके रिटर्न में मुझे बहुत 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 पैसा है. ठीक है. तो दिस इज व्हाट द सप्लायर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. So first of all, like as in a demand, we learn demand is desire, want, or willingness to buy. So in the supply, it is a willingness to sell. Willingness to sell. That yes, we are ready to sell. ठीक है. इच्छा है. इच्छा और एक्चुअल में होना डिफरेंस है. Like yesterday, I told you about demand is a desire, and when you are purchasing that item, that means you are ready to spend the amount. Demand and purchase, willingness to buy and ready to buy, both are different things. So same here is supply means willingness to sell, and the sell is you are ready to give that amount, give that goods to another. So willingness to sell is the meaning of a supply. तो कानून क्या है सप्लाई के पीछे का? दैट इज द लॉ ऑफ सप्लाई. Again and again I am saying the same word, same sentence. That is supplier. Supplier wants more to sell and more to get. When he is getting more and more price, his confidence is also boosting. In returns, he is selling the more item. So here is a direct relationship. As the price is going up, he also wants ki his items also sell more, supply more in a more price. And when the price is quite less in the market, that supplier must be think that stock, make a stock of the items, because he don't want to sell his item in the low price. He want, if the market is going down and my price of my goods is also going down, that time I want that less supply should be held in the market, because in a less price I'm getting less profit. But when the price is going hike and the market is going up, so he want to supply more item, so in a high price, so he will get the more profit. Okay. So the law of supply, and before going to law of supply, here we think as a supplier point of view. ये मैंने already लिख दिया. ठीक है. So under the law of supply concept, there is an there is a direct relationship. Direct relationship between price of the goods and quantity supplied of the goods. Again, one word is very important, at a particular point of time. That means we can't predict the supply or the quantity supplied or the price of the goods for a longer period. This concept is based on a particular period of time. That is a one point. After 5 to 10 minutes, maybe the things will be different within a second. Okay? At a particular point of time. So this is the main concept of the law of supply. That there is a direct relationship between the price of the goods and the quantity supplied of the goods at a particular period of time. In short, when the price is high, when the price is going rise, the quantity supply is also going rise. When the price is going down, the quantity supplied is also going down. So, as per this law, the same concept, and those who didn't watch till now about the introduction to the demand or the law of demand, so you may check the class of yesterday. You will get to know about the main concept of the demand, and the always it's a reversible concept of the supply, because in the terms of a demand we think as a consumer point of view, and we want more item in a less price, as we all are having a bargaining power. We all need that things. We all do that things in the market. So when the supplier point of view comes in the market, he wants you to sell more item in the high price. When the price is going down, he's not ready to give you more item in that less price, as he can predict that maybe in the future the price of the goods same way may be high. So in terms of a supply schedule, supply schedule. Let's suppose no goods is here in terms of a price is high and they are selling high. It's their wishes to sell. Okay. So the price of the goods. Let's suppose price of the goods X. Maybe it's going high, like 150, 200, 380, 350, 400, and let's suppose the 500. And the supply of the goods X. 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. So let's make a graphical way of supply schedule. Y-axis, X-axis. Here is O. Yesterday I told you on a y-axis there is always an independent variable. The same concept would be going to be here. Independent variable. And on the x-axis there is always dependent variable. Y-axis क्या आएगा then? Price of the goods. And supplies always depends on the other factors, other determinants of supply, that is here your supply schedule. Supply of the goods or the quantity supplied. Make a equal different. Let's make 2 to 2 different here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and make it 12. This is a basic concept of mathematics which you already learned. 12. And here the price, there's a 150, 200 and all this thing. You just make it 150. Okay, 150 mein then we need a difference. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll make 100 different. 0 to 100, make it 200, make it 300, 400 and a 500. At a price of 150, there is a 5 goods. Here is your 5 at a 150. Let's suppose this. 200, there is a 6. Let's suppose this. 380, there is a 8. Now come to this. At a 10, there is a 400 here and a 500, there is a 12. So when there is a direct relationship between the price of the goods and the quantity supplied of the goods, the slope for the goods will become as upward slope. टेन पे था आपका 400 and this will be your here. So this slope is upward. Upward slope. Upward slope, that means there is a direct relationship. Let's suppose एक जनरल वे में आज बात करते हैं. In a case of a demand, price is going high and your demand is going down because you have to pay. Okay. When you have to earn, you want more the price is going up and more the supply will be generated. So, this is the psychological concept. This is all about your desire and your willingness. When you are as a customer, you want that desire as we read in a demand class. And when you are a supplier, that time your thinking process or willingness process will be the quite different, because you want here to earn the profit, where you want a satisfaction, consumer satisfaction. Here you need a profit, economic profit. That's why we need to purchase, that's why we need to sell more in a more price. So यहाँ पे आपका direct relationship बनता है, and when the direct relationship is occurs, that time the slope is upward, and when the indirect relationship is occurs, your slope will be the downward. Okay, so this is the main concept of your supply. Chapter is not ended over here. We'll discuss one or two more things. तो एक जनरल वे है हमारे पास, एक नॉर्मल वे में बात करते हैं। जब अगर हम सप्लाई के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू पे चलेंगे, when we move towards the supplier point of view, we always think that yes, when the price is high, our supply should be high. Does it really happens in the normal life? I'm just asking in a general way. No. As per the consumer point of view, always did we get less in a less price, more quantity? No. So when we are going to purchase and the sale in the market, that time what will going to be happen? We have to be check the equilibrium price. That price, that new price, where the supplier and the demander both will get a proper satisfaction and no price feel anyone's hike. Okay, तो ये हमारे कंसेप्ट होते हैं in terms of the demand and supply. So again I'm announcing one thing. जो बच्चे अभी अगर ज्वाइन करे हैं, so please बेटा go in the description box, there is a Google form and the link about the college Dekho site too, and the contact number is also given. Those who want to continue the classes with college Dekho, please go and check that, and please don't forget the fill up the form. आपका जो भी प्रॉपर कोर्स है उससे रिलेटेड वहां पे पूरा फॉर्म बना हुआ है, इट्स अ प्रॉपर गूगल फॉर्म. प्लीज अपडेट एंड प्लीज, इट्स माय रिक्वेस्ट टू यू गाइस, प्लीज डोंट फिल एनी फेक इंफॉर्मेशन ओवर देयर. प्रॉपर इंफॉर्मेशन दो. टाइम इज वेरी क्रूशियल थिंग, आपके लिए भी हमारे लिए भी. तो आप लोगों की जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन एंड क्वेरीज हैं, अगर आप कोई इंफॉर्मेशन लेना चाहते हो, कोई इंक्वायरी करना चाहते हो, कोई आपकी अदर क्वेरीज भी है इन टर्म्स ऑफ एनी कोर्सेज और क्लासेस शेड्यूल्स एंड कोर्स स्ट्रक्चर, तो आप रिस्पेक्टिव नंबर जो आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया गया है, आप उसमें बात कर सकते हैं. सो कमिंग टू द आवर टॉपिक, if we move further in terms of the supply, there are one more term which comes under the supply, that is the determinant. Determinants of supply. What do you mean by the determinants? Determinants means what the other thing that affect the supply, or supply get affected with the other things. Like the general question, general point is there. Supply is affected due to the price. Okay. Supply of, let's suppose, supply of any goods is affected, firstly affected with its price. So supply of goods X is always affected with the first point, that is the supply of price of the goods. After that, second point would occur, price of the goods. After that, it's an input price. Input price means at what price, to the what price we invest on that goods. कितना हमारा खर्चा लगा. Let's suppose when we get that goods or we produce that goods, our cost will be 100 rupees. Obviously, we can't sell that goods at 100 rupees only. Reason? We don't want to do no profit and no loss business, because we are a supplier and we want to make the profit. So while making the profit, what we'll think that if we invest, or if our cost be like rupees 100, then we definitely add rupees 20 in that cost and sell that item for rupees 120. So our input price affect our supply? Yes, definitely it's supply. Let's suppose there is some other seller who also get the cost of rupees 100, but he make more profit margin. He make 100 rupees of profit margin and sell the goods for rupees 200. Is that worthy? Is that worthy? No, because he's making equal level of profit. Its supply is affected? Yes, always affected. Point number three is the technological factor. Like what type of a technology are you using? It's also affect the supply. Let's suppose you are using the online technology for giving your services to another. So that will cost you a little bit lesser, or maybe it may cost you higher. Depends upon what type of technology are you using. So is your supply of your services affected with your technological cost? Definitely it will definitely affect you. Fourth is fourth one is government factors, or we can say government policies. What do you mean by the government policies? Let's suppose in Delhi, in the last month, the price of a petrol was 105 something. Suddenly, government make a policy and reduce the GST cost in the petrol. So now the petrol price is lower down by the 95 rupees. Expectedly, 10 rupees cost is going down. So, is the government policy affect the supply? Yes. Because as per general rule, seller wants more price, more supply. But I am a consumer. What I did, as and when I heard that the petrol price is going down to rupees 95, seriously, I know you all will laugh for that. Let's start my car. चलो पूरी टंकी तो फुल नहीं होगी, पर हाफ तो एक बार करवाए आते हैं. रीजन? डोंट नो व्हेन द पॉलिसी विल बी चेंज. और यहाँ पे हम बड़े फैक्टर में बैठते हैं. सही कैसे? 95 का है. ओके, दैट आई नो कि वो जीएसटी की वजह से प्राइस डाउन करा उन्होंने. बट दैट टाइम ऑल्सो आई वॉज क्वाइट थिंकिंग, क्या पता और प्राइस कम हो जाए, तो मैं फुल नहीं करवाऊंगी, आधा करवाऊंगी, बिकॉज वॉट वी आर अ कंज्यूमर. ठीक है, तो गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी से अफेक्ट होता है. यस. Fifth point, that is the expectation of price. Expectation of future price. The same example will be going to be understand over here. As I thought for a 95, I spend 1500, half level तक आ गया पेट्रोल. Because I thought कि maybe हो सकता है फ्यूचर में प्राइस 90 हो जाए. वो पेट्रोल वालों से पूछो जो पेट्रोल यूज कर रहे हैं, हाउ दे फील. 90 रुपीज, 80 रुपीज, मतलब ऐसा लगता है कब कब वो दिन आएगा वापस से 70 होगा पेट्रोल. सो एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ फ्यूचर प्राइस अफेक्ट द सप्लाई राइट नाउ. यस. सिक्स्थ, वेदर कंडीशन. इस some exceptions point like a earthquake, आपका storms आ जाने, कोविड सिचुएशन आई, weathers are not suitable right now for our workings and our things. तो क्या वेदर कंडीशन के अकॉर्डिंग भी सप्लाई पे इफेक्ट पड़ता है? Yes, पड़ता है. Let's suppose like right now it's a December month is going on and it's a little bit chilly type of winter, so supply of the woolen clothes will definitely going to be increased, and all obviously baat and vice versa will demand for that goods only. The weather condition is also affected the supply like a COVID. Suddenly there is an announcement in the 2020 about the COVID situation that yes, there is a lockdown in the whole of our country. Yes, so many of people from our house only. They went to the market and start purchasing ye, wo, etc., etc. And they think that they buy that item in a very reasonable rate. Maybe हो सकता है next time शायद shortage हो जाए, आगे सामान मिले ना मिले. But they don't know कि उस दिन वो ज़्यादा महंगा लेकर आए और बाद में सप्लाई से नॉर्मल और मिल रहा था सामान, सब चीज़ें इजीली चल रही थी. तो weather condition is also affects the supply. ठीक है? So all these factors which we have read it over here, this is all are the independent variable because they work independently. As and when these are changes, automatically affects this supply, and this factor is a dependent variable. This factor is a dependent variable. I hope this point will go easily understand by you guys. And if you are having any doubt or any query in respect of the introduction to supply, or you have any doubt in terms of a supply or how it's work in our present market, so you may ask me in a comment section too. जैसे वीडियो अपलोड हो जाएगी आप लोग आराम से कमेंट सेशन में जब भी आप ये वीडियो देख रहे हो आप प्लीज उसके अंदर अपना डाउट पूछ सकते हो. उसके अलावा मैं आपको अगेन बता चुकी हूँ, अगेन बता रही हूँ, कॉलेज देखो, it is a complete channel and we are providing so many classes, helping lectures to you guys to help you in achieving good marks in your pursuing sub courses. And for more details, and if you are having any doubt, any query in respect of the terms or the times or the classes schedules, as we are very concerned about our the timings, क्या रहेंगे, कैसे क्लासेस का शेड्यूल रहता है, क्या रहता है, तो आपकी सारी क्वेरीज के आपको आंसर्स डिस्क्रिप्शन के अंदर आपका एक मोबाइल नंबर है, कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर है, आप वहाँ पे पूछ सकते हो. प्रॉपर एक गूगल फॉर्म है. You also may ask your queries over there too. And Google Form अगर आप fill करते हैं तो आप अपने respective course को properly क्लिक करके fill करिएगा ताकि easily हमें भी समझ आए कि what you actually want from us. So this is all the services that is the college Dekho is providing to you guys. So don't miss the chance. Okay. So completing the वाइंडिंग अप करते हैं उसको थोड़ा सा सेशन को, बिकॉज इट्स जस्ट लाइक इंट्रोडक्शन टू सप्लाई. तो जो भी बच्चा जिस भी टाइम पे इस वीडियो को देख रहा है, डोंट फॉरगेट माय अनाउंसमेंट, please connect with us. And also if you are having any doubt in terms of your microeconomics, because right now I took the 2 sessions of the microeconomics. Yesterday I took the demand class and right now I am taking that supply class. Demand and supply is a contracted, because in a demand we thinks as a consumer point of view and in a supply we thinks as a supplier point of view. Both are very important concept, and when we are revising this concept in terms of the microeconomics, we have to take only example of our surroundings, and when we took the surroundings example it will help us to understand the concept more and more clearly, because the practical examples helps us to understand the concept more and more. And this is the main USP of the college Dekho. We always try to help you guys in taking or understanding the concept by taking the practical examples of your life. So it's quite easy and quite comparable रहता है कि हम इस चीज़ को easily समझ पाए और कंसेप्ट, जब हमारे कंसेप्ट क्लैरिटी होती है तो आपका क्वेश्चन चाहे सीधा आए, उल्टा आए, टेढ़ा आए, मेढ़ा आए, डायरेक्टली पूछा जाए, इनडायरेक्टली पूछा जाए, बट व्हेन यू आर हैविंग योर कंसेप्ट क्लैरिटी then no one can stop you guys. ओके, सो मिलते हैं आपसे सून, जल्दी से कुछ और न्यू टॉपिक्स के साथ। एंड उसके अलावा अगर आप चाहते हो कि कोई और टॉपिक्स आपको और चाहिए इन टर्म्स ऑफ द इंट्रोडक्शन पॉइंट और इन अ डिटेल ऑल्सो, तो आप उसके लिए भी कमेंट सेशन में बता सकते हैं। सो मिलते हैं आपसे बहुत जल्दी और भी कुछ टॉपिक्स के साथ। सो डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब द चैनल एंड ऑल्सो शेयर द लिंक विथ योर फ्रेंड्स टू हेल्प अदर्स टू, है ना, हेल्पिंग तो करनी चाहिए। और अगर वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो लाइक करना तो बिल्कुल भी मत भूलना। सो गाइस बाय, टेक केयर, मिलते हैं बहुत जल्दी आप लोगों के साथ न्यू टॉपिक के साथ। बाय गाइस।